guys. Welcome to episode 3 of the Obscured State podcast with Jordan Delgado. Just wanted to throw a viewer discretion advised before this video. Things get hilarious, but they also get raunchy and they're swearing. Just so you know ahead of time before you watch this video, if that's something you want to watch, go ahead and click the play button now.
So I started going into buildings just because I wanted a new place to masturbate. Like, I don't know, it just gets me excited. I'm just kidding. I reserve that. I reserve that for the house.
Yeah, a little more comfortable.
I mean, it started when I was a kid, like around that same time. Around the same time I was exploring myself. I was exploring abandoned buildings in my neighborhood.
I just wanted to explore everything. So I'd go in and I'd explore myself while I was at it.
Oh, God.
No, not really.
I didn't want to leave the house to do that sort of thing because, I don't know, I wasn't ever afraid of getting caught breaking into an abandoned building or like a vacant house or whatever was in my neighborhood, but I was deathly afraid of getting caught smacking it.
Right. It's weird what you'd be afraid about being caught. I mean, you'd think going into the abandoned building, get caught by the police would be worse, but not really. No, you're taking that over the getting caught spanking.
Okay,
jerking the old McGurkin.
I posed you this question: would you rather get brought home by the police for trespassing as a kid, or have mom walk in on you?
I'm getting brought home by the cops for sure. For sure.
Because you'd be in trouble, but at least you're not humiliated,
Yeah.
Sitting there, and I posed you this next question, sir. Would you rather?
Whose fucking podcast is this?
Would you rather have both your parents walk in on you furiously masturbating, just smacking it, or walk in on your parents just fucking going to town? And I mean, like, it sounds like a round of applause. Just like dad is just getting it.
Me. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because they're just gonna like go away right away.
You're just gonna exit the room. But
yeah. And I'm probably gonna get my favorite meal out of it later. Because they don't want to bring it up. They just want to make sure I'm all right.
Well, just tell your mother that we ate it all.
Yeah,
I wonder how many people
I wouldn't be looking forward to like some sort of talk afterwards about it. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, okay, so here I'll pose to you this question. So you walk in on your son just going to fucking town. Okay,
dude. Okay, stop right there.
All right. So afterwards, do you feel obligated to have some sort of talk,
no.
or now, or do you just totally ignore it?
No, dude. No,
you just totally ignore it.
Well, as men, I think we understand. we have an unspoken understanding.
Yeah.
Okay. That happened to me once. Not with them. No, when I was a kid, my dad fucking walked in,
Yeah, but that's different.
There's something hot on TV. I'm watching fucking Smart Guy. Looking forward to watching Johnny Tsunami later, but fucking homegirl's older sister.
Johnny Tsunami.
I just watched a fucking Destiny's Child music video.
Which one?
No, it wasn't that one. It was the chick in the blue bikini in the Petty Pablo video. Always got me. I'm pretty sure it's going to ring a bell with some folks, but
oh yeah.
Holy shit. So there I am just fucking, check the blinds. My little brother's gone. Like, he was staying the night somewhere else, so I'm just by myself, and I know no one's coming home for a couple minutes. That good old couch spank.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get few and far between back in the day. 'Cause we didn't have porn on our phones as kids.
Yeah.
We went through that earlier, but
So you pulled out the old Crunchy magazine.
no, I'm just sitting there watching fucking pop-up video or whatever the fuck, and
Pop-up video.
all of a sudden you hear that. I hear the fucking screen door handle jiggle. I'm like, oh shit!
The mad dash.
Someone's coming in there like you gotta put the boner away like in a way that's not gonna be a boner. You gotta zip up,
Tuck
put the
it.
button up. Fortunately I wasn't wearing a belt, so I didn't have to handle that. And I just in time does Dad open the door for me to put my shirt down.
Boom.
And I'm just sitting there during the headlights staring straight at the TV. And I'm like, he goes, what the fuck's the matter with you? I said, it just scared me. He goes, dude, my dad used to scare me like that all the time, except for I was jacking off. As he's walking by, just like didn't miss a beat. And I'm sitting like, motherfucker.
Damn.
Hey, I'm gonna go ride my bike. He goes, you do that.
Yeah. But that's still.
I'd probably joke about it. That's what I would do.
That's what you would do.
Yeah.
Later, or
probably throughout the rest of his life. I don't know, man. I'm one of those people. You fuck up in front of me, I'm gonna bring that shit up 20 years down the road.
Yeah. No, dude.
I mean, I was seriously discreet about my masturbatory habits. Like,
oh yeah,
I did everything I could to, manage that. No one's ever gonna catch me. I fucking used the hair gel. Who's gonna suspect such a thing? And I tested an array of gelatinous chemicals in the house.
Oh my god!
But first of all, VO5 shampoo, horrible fucking mistake. Horrible mistake. And I was sitting here like 3 days later, and I'm still considering: do I tell my mom how bad it burns when I pee? Like, because I can't. I don't think I can live with this another day.
Because I don't want the question of, well, what did you do?
I think I was just washing and in the shower and accidentally sort of
just wanted to get down with the VO5.
Nope. L.A. looks super hold number 8. I smell that and I get a boner.
LA looks, dude. I remember those the fucking gel, dude, and the hair gel. Oh man.
Oh god. One day my sister was like, "Who the fuck is using all my hair gel?" I told her years later, like we were sitting, it was just me and her at her house, and like she's got this nice piece of property with a nice fire pit in the back. Like, you remember all that hair gel that you would? I was sorry about that. Yeah. She's like, why the fuck would you tell me that?
For Christmas one year, she just gets a case.
I've always thought it was funny because you always bring it up.
Just a case, just arrives. And she's like, why do I have a case of hair gel?
I had moved on from there, and I started seeing actual women, which was also a trial and error. So I think it is for everybody, but.
Fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, it was good times back in the day breaking into. That was actually my first break-in experience. This is a true story.
I like how we just wrapped this right into a nice story.
Well, yeah, I mean, it started like I had a curiosity about houses in my neighborhood. My mom. I guess it started there. She had this super paranoia thing about people looking in the blinds. She's always closing the fucking blinds. Once it got dark enough to turn the house lights on, the fucking blinds were shut.
Right.
And she did not fuck around. She hated that. If she came home, you could see right in this goddamn house, and she'd be turned shut and everything. And I think it's because she was like the nosy neighbor. Like if you had your blinds open, my mom was like, "Look, what are they doing in there? Oh, how many lamps do they really need? Like, look at their cabinets. Oh wow, just examining shit.
Right.
Yeah,
like perfect. Like just put the old neighborhood watch.
Like that, except for not the neighborhood.
You remember all those? I don't see them anymore.
I don't know. I never got the shadowy figure. Like, what the fuck was it?
I didn't get what it was either. Is it an eyeball? Is it a ghost eyeball?
Is it
what the fuck is
collar?
it? I don't know, dude. From what I'm picturing in my head right now is just like an eyeball, but I'm probably way off.
I don't know. Fuck it. Well,
yeah.
I mean,
anyways.
So I would go into like vacant houses in my neighborhood, the condemned ones. I wasn't breaking. I wasn't being destructive, I wasn't going in there to shatter toilets or whatever the fuck
that everybody does.
Yeah, well, I don't get that.
I don't either.
Well, I mean, I ride my bike couple neighborhoods over.
You got a weird bike.
Yeah, it walks. And there's another trailer park. Now, this girl named Jennifer who was not bad looking. She's pretty, but everyone made fun of her ass pretty bad. I felt bad. I thought she was cool. And she's got her friend Caitlin. And I'm in 8th grade. They're both in 7th. So automatically this doesn't look very cool on my behalf. But I mean, I don't know. I wasn't trying to finger anybody. It wasn't like that, you know. Plus they had weed.
Hey, there you go, dude. That's all you need to say.
I don't know where these girls got weed, and I couldn't find it because I wasn't the coolest guy in school by any means.
Right.
So I'm hanging out with these two, and I'm in the house where I'm not supposed to be, and they're just having a good old time. Yeah. Talking about boys in school and whatever the fuck, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, okay.
Where's the
all of a sudden, Mom comes home. I had to jump in this fucking closet, and like I used my superior hide and go seek skills to whittle myself down to the very back underneath all the clothes and slow my breathing with ninja techniques. And
Show us
this woman
breathing.
like, who's here? I heard a boy in here. And she's like, Mom, no, nothing. Go away. Get out. Just talking to her mom like the worst way. And she just busts open this closet. What are you doing? And
I can smell the LA looks from here.
Dude, she doesn't find me. She doesn't like nothing. She just closes the door and says, I know somebody was in here. Did he go out the window? No. Mom leaves the room, slams the door. I hear the car just drives away. Holy shit. They bust open that like, oh my God, where did he go? And I just pop out at like the swamp thing like, what the fuck? Dude, look, we gotta leave. She's like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Where can we go? I don't know. Let's go to your old house. Okay. So we hop a fence. We go down this like gravel trail that's underneath these power lines. We end up to this house, and it's again vacant and fucking condemned, pretty much, you know. And she goes through the fucking window and opens the door, and we just go in there and smoke and whatever. And that was a great fucking time. Like they started playing Truth or Dare. You know, we got really stoned. And, you know, they just started daring each other to do the shit to me. And, like, I had never seen a vagina. I've never seen a boob before. Like, holy
in the
shit.
flesh.
I mean, I did everything but lose my virginity. That didn't happen.
Damn.
But, god damn, it was close. Is it inappropriate to continue masturbating to that at the age of 32?
I don't know.
That's kind of a weird question. But, you know, I mean, it was the most
probably not
bewilderingly erotic experience of my life at that point.
At that point in time, I still search abandoned building porn.
There's a lot of that too.
I bet.
Not that
They
I
have
have everything,
everything.
but it just happens to be the scene a lot of the time.
So, besides Prestolite, how often?
Bay City.
Yeah, like how like I know you do lots of really cool ass trips. If anybody knows that's watching this that knows Jordan, you see the
Some of the
trips that you
adventures I go
take.
into.
You're sitting on top of waterfalls. You're obviously not going on trails the whole time. You're bushwhacking, right?
No, not really. I
No?
mean, well, there's a few occasions where I've done that, but like the signs that say "Do not leave the trail."
Yeah.
I don't listen to those.
Yeah.
I usually like to go.
So there's not really a trail.
Yeah, my vacations are always scheduled during like the first week of school or like the second week of school, and like I'll be in town for my son. He's 10 years old. I'd like to be there for him.
Right.
Well, once he gets settled in, and it's got a few extra days for myself, and he's with his mom, and I'd arrange a babysitter. I'll take my vacation because that's the only time I get out of a fucking year.
Right.
So I go off by myself on these adventures. I can't wait till he gets old enough to take him with me. But
Yeah.
I'll
You already
go,
had him setting up the tent and everything.
Yeah, he's a pretty awesome little dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll go when the stores are just starting to shut down. All the tourists are gone, and they're just kind of clearing the inventory, so no one's really watching. There's not a whole lot of concern for people doing stupid shit like I do.
Right.
But the only problem is most of my spots are in northern Michigan, like the UP.
Yeah.
And it's fucking cold. But probably the two things that stand out in my mind are kayaking the entire Rifle River.
Yeah.
Which was gnarly as fuck. And
that was documented.
Yeah.
The whole way.
Yeah. I started up in, the waterhead. It's a wash basin inside of Rifle River State Park. And it's 60 miles out to the Saginaw Bay. And it took me 4 days and 3 nights to do it. And I damn near drowned out on the fucking bay because, fuck, that sucked. But the other one was 14 Mile Point Lighthouse in the UP, which you will not find on Google Maps, or I'm not sure if it's on Google Earth, but you can't find it on the GPS satellite image. Really. It's up for sale, like it's up for like $1 million, but it's this lighthouse in the UP on the coast of Lake Superior.
You don't know what it is, if it has a name or anything?
It's called 14 Mile Point Lighthouse.
Okay, 14 Mile Point Lighthouse.
Yeah. You have to go to Ontonagon, Michigan, which is my favorite fucking town in the world. I love it up there.
What's it called?
Ontonagon.
Oh, Ontonagon. Yeah, that's near where we were at the Porcupine Mountains.
Yeah, you have to drive through Ontonagon to get to the Porkies.
I drove through there at like 12 at night or in the morning.
Yeah, there's another building in Ontonagon that I really like to go in, which I did live recently.
Yeah, that's okay. So that was like a big barn.
No,
did it have a barn?
It was a poorhouse.
It was a poorhouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was built way back when they did that sort of thing.
Boy, when I tuned into it, I almost looked like it was a barn, but that's just because it's so old. The floors are like just like dirt or something.
Yeah, that place is falling to pieces. It's crumbling as we speak. But aren't they all?
Right, that's true.
But I went out to 14 Mile Point Lighthouse by myself. It's about a 4-mile hike, and you have two options if you're on foot. I mean, you could take a boat out there, no problem. Or a snowmobile, or I didn't see any tracks out there. I don't know how you could possibly get to it other than the coast. Like, I don't know if there's a 2-track or something like that. The locals might be aware of it, but from where I was there, I had parked a couple several miles down the coast. I had a long dirt road stroll. Then I had to hike through some woods, and then there's this logging road. Like, it's all overgrown, but you could tell it used to be a road.
Yeah.
The forest has reclaimed it. You just walk that until you end up on the beach. Now, state law, I mean, it might be a federal law. I don't know. It's private property. When you're on the beach, and Yoopers, they're the most friendly people in the world, but they will point a fucking gun at you. Don't think they won't. Don't mistake their kindness for weakness. Those people are fucking not.
Dude, they target practice right in their front lawn, right there off the fucking road. Dude.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's no joke. It's a different kind of fucking. People say they live up north, and they live in like Gaylord or something. Like, dude, no, man.
I mean, there's
you go up there. I mean, I've been up there very much at all, and that's why I was so thankful for us to take the last trip. And it's just something different up there, man.
Right. I mean, I had to. So you got to get into the surf as quick as possible, because if you're on the sand, if you're on the beach, that's their property. But as soon as you set foot in the water, that's state property.
Okay.
Like, they can't do shit about it. You can walk in the surf all you damn well want through wherever.
Click this fan.
Oh, I think. Is there any chance you can turn my shit up too? You can. Well.
Oh yeah. Yep. Sure can.
Check, chickity. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So. Oh, well. Really probably should have balanced that.
Oh, is it too loud?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Right there. Okay.
Cool.
So I had to walk about four hours over this fucking slippery ass sandstone. And that's if the lake is being calm, so you can actually get, there's a few spots where the waves are crashing, you got to run, and then they'll crash against the rocks again.
Right.
The only alternative when you're in that position is to jump up on the ledge and go through the fucking pine forest, which in Michigan's Upper Peninsula is gnarly as shit.
Right.
Like, it'd be a nightmare running through that thing naked.
That's what I mean by like bushwhacking and shit.
Yeah, that's, you blaze your own trail. But I walked out to that lighthouse, and it was just a life-changing experience, just coming around the corner and finally seeing that thing sitting there and on the Lake Superior coast. And it's pretty beat up. Like, it burnt down in the 80s or some shit, and so that's all that's left is the brick structure.
Okay.
But you can see the locals have gone in there and they've used driftwood and other shit to like build ladders up to the top. And
okay.
So inside the tower, like, I have this thing about lighthouses ever since I was a kid and seen Pete's Dragon, and a thing for abandoned buildings. So like my my girlfriend at the time, this was a couple years ago, had shown me this thing like 4 or 5 years prior, and I always remembered it, and I was like, dude, I have to do that. I mean, she could never make it, and my son was too young, so I just went by myself.
Right.
But I went up there on the top of the tower. Was the only place you had hope for any signal whatsoever. Then I was camping in the back. You know, I wasn't going to walk all the way back out because I actually carried all my own water. I didn't have a life straw or any filtration.
No.
No.
Oh, man.
I actually carried like 70 pounds of shit.
Holy crap.
Well,
70 pounds?
No.
No.
It was pretty fucking heavy, though.
Yeah. You get to 30 plus pounds, it's heavy. I don't care who you are.
That's true. I got a pretty nice backpack, though, so it rests pretty good on the old spine there. But I made a fucking fire in the back, and you know, as soon as I got done masturbating, I fell right the fuck asleep. And that shit actually froze in my hand, dude. I was so tired. I woke up with webbed hands. It was one webbed hand.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. The fuck is Spider-Man doing?
But you don't get to sleep out there, bro. Like, people don't even go that far out to hunt, to my knowledge, because I asked the locals about it. They're like, well, if you want to go all the way out there for whatever reason, go ahead. And they all think I'm fucking like they're running into people like me all the time. I'm betting.
Right.
So I walked out there. I got my tent set up in the back, and the small game population out there. It's like you would think it's like this is what it was before the white man came. Like there's no trapping and shit like that going on out there. There's no hunting. It's just natural predators.
Yeah.
And they're just running a fucking muck. Like my tent got fucked with so bad.
Really?
Yeah. Well, my main source of protein when I'm on these trips is a can of tuna fish and fucking Cheese Whiz. I just stir that shit up and eat it. I love it, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I eat that shit at home.
So you take the cans?
Yeah.
Because I got the pouch tuna.
I don't know.
Hey, it's a tip. It's probably lighter.
Yeah, I feel pretty stupid So,
and it's all flavored.
The shit kept fucking with my tent. I recognized one to be a skunk. I know what a skunk makes. I caught a little fucking one, like just prior to that trip, and I got pretty familiar with. It was before it could spray.
You caught a skunk?
Yeah, I was just waddling down the fucking gutter in Bay City, and then I was just. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, go! Pull over, and it's like a little baby one.
It didn't...
Dude, okay. I ran up on it, and it reared up, and I figured I'm going to dodge it. And it reared up, I dodged it, and it just kind of put its ass back down and stared at me.
Huh.
And I was like, oh my god, it's fucking adorable. I'm going to touch it. I touched it! And it didn't do anything. It just sat there scared and shaking and shit. So I picked it up, and it just curled itself into a little ball.
Really?
So I kept him as a pet for a couple of days, and I decided that he was too cool to be in the city. So I drove him up north and let him go in the woods.
Oh, dude.
I actually went to an animal shelter about that.
So a couple things. I wonder if there's a certain age to where skunks can actually spray.
9 months.
9 months? So
I think that's about right.
You came out with that stat like fucking way too quick.
Well,
that was like a lie from Trump.
I actually...
That was like...
Fake news. Yeah. Fake news.
9 months. 9 months. You know what I mean?
You'll see. They'll be out there. Dude. Anyway, fucking skunk Trump.
It's skunk Trump.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I took it to an animal shelter before I let it go. And they're like, "Well, we would want to check it for rabies." And I said, "Oh, how do you do that?" Well, she goes, "Well, we would have to remove its head."
What?
And she said that shit to me. I was like, we can't take his skunks right now. We'd have to check it for rabies. In doing so, we have to remove his head. I do. Yeah. So I was like, oh, dude, no.
So they want to check you for rabies? They got to cough your fucking head? What the fuck?
No, I mean, they said it was, they don't spray until they reach sexual maturity, which is about 8 to 6 months, somewhere around there. And,
but... So did you find out how old it actually was?
It could secrete a little bit. Like my truck smelled like really good weed for a while.
Okay.
But it wasn't old enough to spray, and it was a really snuggly little fucker. And he would eat cat food.
All right. So on a number 2, so you brought a skunk up into this natural habitat. That fucker probably died.
Yeah, I thought about that too, and I didn't want to let him go, man. I got all attached, but you know,
You did.
As much as I love animals, I
Pepe Le Pew.
dude, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm like, I love animals. Like,
Dude.
I love animals more than I love people by a long shot.
I can prove to be a lot more loyal.
And they have.
Little fucking skunk. Oh, hand me one of those little bitch ass Coronitas. And you're fucking okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna do it for me.
Well, no one can figure that thing out. Usually when I do it, it's a tricky little fucking. It's a tricky little fuck. There you go. You're one of the few. I'm proud. So I let this thing out of the fucking box.
You want me to join the army now? The few. All right.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Yeah, so I pulled the fucking little skunk out of the box and he let him run around, and I think he had enough cat food because he was starting to shit like all over the bin I had him in, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I can't just let him run around free in my truck.
Why not, man? It's a free country.
Not for skunks.
I think they're probably more free than any of us.
Well, here in Michigan, yeah.
But
fucking. So he just started pulling June bugs out of the ground and eating the fuck out of them.
Really?
Just pulled a shit ton of them out. Just started scarfing them
Out
down.
of the ground?
Yeah.
So
Like he would just root around on the leaves and just start.
Really?
Yeah. And he wouldn't eat the head of them. He wouldn't eat the head of them. He would just eat the abdomen and eat and hollow out the fucking what do you call it, thorax?
Really?
And then
I mean, I know June bugs are big, but really, you're gonna portion it out?
Yeah. I was like, dude, he's gonna be fine. So I walked him into the woods, and I'd let him go. I got so.
Did he seem like all excited?
I mean, I don't know. He just went about his business.
Yeah, but he left like he didn't give no fuck.
He gave zero fucks. He gave zero fucks. He was happy. He was like, dude, fuck that. But he was probably like, dude, look at all this food. Like, what the fuck's going on around here? I don't see any concrete anywhere. I'm in a better place. Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks, whoever you are. Yo,
fuck you.
You said
so.
You
That
no fucks.
That was the most cuddly animal I ran into out there.
Out there? What do you mean? You brought him there?
Out in the woods. Dick. I know what I did.
You brought him.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? Because you.
No, I don't.
I'm about to tell you. Because you brought that motherfucker out there, and he died. So we. So. When I was
younger, a skunk, would you rather be in the city?
So when I was younger, we caught
fuck you.
2 frogs. Okay, cool. Cool. Brought them home. Put them in a fucking little aquarium and shit.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
It was like
You got your little aquarium.
Yep. Set them all up in there. Gave them a nice little habitat, Like, it was like basically a fucking science project.
Would not sing for anyone else.
And basically my mom was like, okay, well, we gotta, let these guys go, right? I mean, we can't keep them in this aquarium any longer. They need to be out where they should be. Okay. Yeah. So we went to this little, beach.
Yeah.
And, it was her and her boyfriend at the time. He was a complete fucking douchebag. And, dude, he had that... people say like Joe Rogan's like Gorilla Man because he's like really fucking like hairy, but dude, this dude had like hair, the kind of hair where it would like come out the back.
It would fro over his fucking collar.
Dude, he like had an afro on his back. Dude, it was gross.
What a back you.
Dude, it was gross. And then he'd be like, "Oh, do you want to shoot some hoops?" And I'm like, "Fuck no, dude. I don't want you anywhere near me." Anyways, it's like that one fucking.
You gonna take off his
So
shirt?
we bring no, yeah. What's that fucking show where they're playing basketball and the dude's face goes like,
what is that?
This
That's
fucking
like,
sweaty. Yeah, dude. What movie?
Yeah, the pube scrub of the face.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what fucking movie that is.
God,
but
no.
damn, somebody knows it.
Remember
Comment it.
very specifically that was on the trailer.
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh, gross. Anyways, we bring him to this like fucking beach, and it's like a lake or whatever, and there's like a park and shit.
Yeah.
And
What kind of beach are we talking? Just strictly sand? Was there like any
there was
cattails
some
or?
sand. No, it was sand. Like it was like you can walk right up there, dude.
Yeah.
I know, right? And I'm thinking we found these fuckers in the woods. Like, why are we near a lake? Okay.
You found them in the woods? It was a tree
we're,
frog. You took it out to the lake.
Little frogs, right? You know,
Yeah,
we find them. I don't know where we were, but it was like woods.
Just toss them back in the woods.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're younger. We don't
Yeah.
get to control where the car goes. Okay,
Yeah.
so we go here, and they're like, okay, we're gonna release them.
God, you
Okay,
bitches.
and they bring them to the water,
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, and then the little frogs they go out in the water, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
swimming and shit, right?
Yeah.
And it's like supposed to be we're all saying bye
Yeah.
until one gets fucking eight, dude.
Yeah, I was hoping for that.
Dude, and I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit is this?
Why did you throw him?
You told us it was a no. We like let him go. Did I say throw? I didn't mean throw.
Dude,
We
didn't
like,
say throw, but I assume you gave him some distance for them to
no.
fucking
Like we like just went, kind of no. Like we watched them the whole way out. We were watching them. We're like, bye, Bob. One of them was Bob. I know that. I don't know the other one. Bye, Bob.
Fucking
Bob. I think it was Fred. Fred and Bob, dude.
fucking fed him to the big old bass just sitting there like, oh
Dude,
shit.
yeah, dude, like, look at this fucking meal. Thank you, hand delivered. Fuck, you guys weren't even late either. Just in time. I don't know, dude. That was fucked up because we watched them go the whole time, and then
That's
they just
fucking
got
hilarious.
ate, dude. Yeah, I mean, so
no
that's what I
wonder
mean. It
no wonder
reminds
you
me.
hope you're hating on my skunk.
Yeah, that's what I know, dude. Like you just brought his ass. Plus, you're not supposed to. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
No, the thing I like about the UP is like the wildlife is pretty cool. I mean, the deer population is not anywhere near what it was when I was a kid, but
the moose.
Fuck that, dude.
I want to see a moose, and you did.
No, that's how I woke up. I didn't sleep for shit behind that fucking lighthouse because of all the little things fucking around with my tent.
That was at the lighthouse.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
And it was probably a bad decision on my part to have it just pass out with an open can of tuna. And fucking just sitting there. So
yeah,
I fucking put up my fire and in the tent, tuna, jack off, sleep. So shit keeps fucking with my tent. Wake up periodically. Got cold as shit. Like I did not bring enough shit to stay warm. You don't anticipate it getting that cold, but my dumbass. Anyways, all of a sudden I wake up to just a fucking tree coming down. Holy shit, what the fuck was that? And I'm hearing sticks crunch. And in my head, for whatever reason, the only logical thing I could imagine going on outside was like a crew of people who fucking want to kill me. Like, I just pictured like this, like a fucking a bunch of dudes like just stomping up on my tail. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Your immediate thought is people, not animal.
I mean, I'm from Bay City, okay? I'm 4 hours south, right next to Saginaw. Like, the worst thing you could possibly run into is a hostile human being. Yeah. That was the first thing my mind thought. So I'm like, shit, all of a sudden another tree comes down. Boof! Like, you could feel the ground. Oh, fuck. So I panicked. I grabbed my phone, unzipped my tent, and I'm like, holy fuck, and I jump out. And I'm looking back with the camera, and I think, I'm a city boy. I was raised in the trailer park, dude.
I'm a city boy.
I'm thinking Bullwinkle, like this big, clumsy, fucking scrawny deer.
Yeah.
This big, I didn't imagine a motherfucking Clydesdale with antlers the size of me in both directions.
Really?
Just fucking stomping through the woods. And like he's snagged up by the pine tree, just shakes his head nonchalantly, and a fucking branch breaks off. Pine needles everywhere. It was so majestic.
Wow.
It was fucking nuts. And there were 2 big bulls and 2 females. And they're just walking. And I'm like, holy fuck. They were so fucking bewilderingly big. I didn't ever expect to see that shit,
Yeah.
As I pop out, and I fucking still filming, and I get on the other side of my tent, and I pop up over, I'm watching them, and this dude walks clear line of sight straight broadside, and he's grazing in this mud. And it's like the thing hunters just dream about their whole lives. And I'm sitting here watching this thing. And he kind of looks over, and he notices me. And he's just staring at me, and he picked his head up just like a whitetail.
And you're just perfectly still.
No.
Right? No.
No. I fucking did this. Like, I raised my phone up to get a better shot, and I was shaking, and as soon as my phone popped up over the top of the tent, that motherfucker just, like, his ass just went boom, and just landed in line with me.
Yeah.
And then he started, like, he's like huffing and shit, and he takes 2 more steps, and he just stands there, and he fucking lowered his fucking head, like, big-ass rack just comes straight down, and he starts swaying side to side, and he's huffing and snorting and shit, like, you could hear the snot impact the mud.
Really?
It was like, I was like, dude, I'm gonna die. Like, I've never felt, I've been scared before. I've never felt fucking helpless, though.
Right.
That was by far the most terrifying fucking moment of my life. This thing had a clear line of sight, probably 20, 15 yards. No, it was 20, 25 yards.
So are you still at this point?
No, dude, I was shaking. Shaking my fucking balls off.
Well, I just know that
I stood there and I remained calm and I didn't do anything. I didn't move and I just came up with a game plan. Okay, if he charges me, I'm gonna dive into that fucking shed right there. Like,
right.
I mean, I'm hoping he doesn't find his way inside of that because I'm fucked. But
yeah,
I think I can, a dead sprint. I'm gonna make it to that at least. That's the only structure I have a chance to make before that thing closes the distance and kills me.
Yeah.
And he just lifted his head up and walked away. Just disappeared into the woods like a 1,500-pound phantom. And you'd be surprised how fast they can just leave without a trace.
Really?
Now I went.
Well, I mean, besides all the down trees and branches.
I looked at my phone. I was shaking so much I had 100 1-second videos.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you had so.
I had the initial video when I popped out of my tent and I was shaking. You could see me shaking on the fucking thing, and then
which we'll link that.
It will fucking cut off right there, and like face down in the grass. And then when I got up, he was gone, and I had all these like 101-second videos, and I was so pissed. So I actually went to see where they were grazing, and I mapped out their footprints on the video. That hoof was the same size as my fucking hand.
Yeah.
And you could see right where his 2 feet were planted, like staring at my ass, and how he turned around. So, I mean, yeah, right. I put the whole thing on Facebook, and it was a life-changing experience. Like, it'll humble your fucking ass real quick.
Well, to relate it back to, like, going into buildings or going and exploring and stuff like
yeah.
If, running into a human, is that worse than an animal?
Because I would say so.
You would say so? I would almost say
so. Yeah, well, I mean,
an animal.
My attitude is I can outsmart any fucking animal.
I don't know.
You run into,
I don't know, dude.
Probably like the worst case scenario, a hostile group of young males.
Okay, I think it's more likely to run into a human than like a rabid or loose like pit bull or a dog, like one of those fierce dogs.
Yeah,
I mean, if you corner an animal though, well, you have the chance to talk to a human. You have the chance to say, you
can reason with it. You can reason with it.
Yeah, okay.
So some people are fucking animals.
That's true. So like you can you can talk to them or say, hey, we'll go over here, whatever. But a fucking animal, dude, you like walking around, you hear some shuffling. If I'm in a building and I hear some shuffling, I'm gonna go see because I want to know what's there. But if there's somebody there, okay, we'll go over here, whatever. I'm gonna find out. And if you corner an animal, I just feel like that's way more of a dangerous situation.
Good point. Very good point. But I come when I go into these places, I come fully fucking prepared for such an encounter. Like I always have a couple of tools with me. No, I'm not interested in burglarizing or vandalizing anything. I don't even spray paint shit, Yeah. But like I have, bolt cutters in case I have to get lost and have to get my way out of somewhere. I have a 16-ounce E-spring hammer, which is a great pickaxe and a shovel, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And my machete, which is a big, great Gerber. Is that what the fucking name is? The Bear Grylls, the fucking
Bear Grylls.
Yeah, that shit. Like, I got the fucking big one. Like I used my kayak trip down the River
Dude,
as
I
an
got the one
excuse
that's
to
got
buy
like a rape whistle on the end of it too.
I don't get the idea of the rape whistle. What the fuck, dude? I mean,
I don't know. It's for survival.
my
so somebody
shit
can hear
is like,
you
yeah.
if you fall.
And once your voice runs out and you can't scream anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think
Where's
about
my rape
if you do run into somebody in one of these buildings, what kind of person is going into these buildings? Because we're just explorers. There's plenty of people that's their lifestyle, and they're not to be fucked with. Let's just get that out there because, like, you never know who the fuck's in there. And my attitude towards the whole, like, a seriously powerful dog, like a rabid pit bull, as you said, that's actually a fucking nightmare that I hadn't really considered. I mean, because a kitten will fuck you up. Like, if you're the people that don't know, like,
or even like a raccoon.
The furry little friend in your house, the animal that's inside of that cute little face will fucking tear you to pieces if it feels like it needs to.
Right.
And a dog will kill you.
Yes.
A dog will fucking kill you. So, I mean...
See, I've been pounced by a dog before, so that's probably why I thought of that.
Sucks.
There's a Dalmatian, too.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you got off kind of easy on that.
No, dude, this thing had red eyes,
compared
man.
to
this thing had fucking, like, red eyes.
Oh.
Dude, this thing was fucking, and it always didn't. It never liked me.
It was a Dalmatian, but it was more
and
like
it was in a trailer park.
It was more like the rhino from James and the Giant Peach.
Dude, dude,
I'm not afraid of you. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. No, dude, this fucking thing never liked me.
Oh, that sucks.
We'd always walk by.
Someone in the trailer park had a Dalmatian.
Yeah, well, it was my cousin's.
Was it a fancy trailer park?
No.
Oh.
No, not at all.
It's not the kind of dog you see.
No, my cousin was like, "Well, let's go over to my friend's house." And I was like, "Okay." So we went over there, and this is where that crazy Dalmatian was. I'm like, "Dude, that dog always barks so loud." And he's like, "No, it's fine." And like everybody says, "Oh, it's fine." So yeah, I just walk up there, and the fucker just broke off and pounced me, dude.
You got Pongo pounced.
I did.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. So maybe that's why I thought of that. I don't know.
Well, immediately my first thought, being familiar with the judicial system, as I may or may not be, if I hack a dog out of self-defense, that's a lot less problems than a fucking human being.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Well, I've always I kind of have this morbid desire to find a dead body. Yeah. I don't know why. I've kind of always been
I think that's something that, only you will bring out, and that everybody else secretly probably hopes.
Yeah, like I've always wanted to find I don't know.
It's not like people. It's just because it's hard to say because just like people will be like, "Oh, you're just hoping to find somebody dead." Like, well, no, like nobody's wishing.
No, suck a dick, motherfucker.
Nobody's wishing death upon anybody. Like everybody wants to with the president today because he got coronavirus. So everybody's fuck him,
dude. I seen that shit on your page. You're like,
yeah, dude,
that's rough. And you're like, everyone, the same fucking people who are going after you, like, you don't care if someone dies. Turns around the next day. Oh, I hope the president dies.
Yeah.
What? Come on, dude.
The world's so goddamn hypocritical.
Oh, people just don't like to think for themselves anymore. But like, I don't. Is there any credibility behind that? Personally, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I have zero fucks to give. Zero fucks to give on that topic.
So it's like you're not like wishing death, but like, yeah, dude.
No, that'd be cool to find a fucking.
Well, it just makes you feel important for a little bit. You know what I mean? You're like. I fucking found this shit. Now, it's up to me to fucking get it reported. Don't fucking lie. Like,
well, I mean,
shit.
I'm a bone collector too.
Oh God.
I couldn't bring myself to take a piece of a human being.
But first, I must dissect.
No, I was a weird kid, dude. I mean, like if your cat died. Got hit by a car. You hope you found it before I did, because I'm a curious little fucker.
Oh, what's going on over there? You were the first one to poke something with a stick.
Oh, no, I picked it up.
I picked it up.
I remember there was a.
I picked it up.
I got a reputation.
You were that fucking dude.
We switched schools. Me and my brother did a lot. And
you were probably that dude that everybody thought was going to be like a bully, but actually you weren't.
I was really fucking quiet. Like, I got bullied a lot, actually, when I was really little. when I hit puberty, I developed pretty fast, and
That's I guess that's kind of what I mean. Like
I started fighting at a really early age too. Like I had a lot of anger, and like best part of my getaway was going into these buildings by myself.
Yeah,
because no one else was going to be there. I can, it was a thoroughly exciting, adventurous thing for me to do, and no one else was going to be there. That was a big piece of that, which is kind of turns into a really depressing topic.
Yeah. Well, it's like that's why people go to like the alkali and stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Just you know.
The alkali is an abandoned battery factory.
Is that what it was? Batteries?
I think that's why they call it the alkali.
Yeah. Oh, alkaline. Well, see, it's not.
We look into that. I don't have the facts, but I have hearsay.
I mean, it makes sense after you say it. I just didn't put alkali and alkaline. Or is there alkali battery? Or
I don't know.
Fuck no.
I don't really. I just think that the foundation's still
stupid
there.
People. I mean, if we're trying to lay facts down here too, you better fact
that's
check
the great
shit
thing
out.
about
It's
your
like
guys'
goddamn debates.
That's the great thing about your guys' show. I love what you're doing with that and putting the fucking facts and the history in there. You know, and some of the news splices and 911 calls and whatever.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the bad
yeah.
shit. That's some badass shit. I love that.
That was great. That was great to find all that. You know.
I mean, I don't know a whole lot about local history, but like learning that sort of thing gives me a real big brain boner.
Yeah.
I fucking really
brain boners are great.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I want to learn about this stuff.
It's like you think about it, like you just are listening to something, and then you there's some topic that comes up, and then you have to remember something. That's like a brain boner right there. You're like something the other day that I wanted to investigate more on. They were talking about these child murders, and then somebody messaged or somebody said something about well, this one's about North Fox Island. That's not what we're talking about, but that's in Michigan, and it's way worse. And I was like, brain boner, like North Fox Island. Like remember North Fox Island to look that up later. You know, that's like a brain boner.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's. I started looking into it. I haven't gotten all the way into it.
It just starts growing, and it gets harder and harder, and you're gonna have to satisfy that.
You have to satisfy it, so you gotta fucking start looking it up. And then once you get all the way to the end, you finally figure it out. That's what you call the brain climax.
Yeah, once I get the first time I went to the top of the tower and pressed the light, I thought, yeah,
you brain climaxed there.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it was yeah.
I'm trying to think of a word for that. Like,
I don't know. I said brain climax.
It's an explorgasm.
Oh,
explorgasm,
dude. That's hashtag explorgasm.
Mark that shit,
dude. That's a good one. That's better. That I don't know.
Trademark, bitch.
Hashtag explorgasm or hashtag urbection. They're both good.
I don't know. I mean,
well, first you get an urbection, and then you have an explorgasm.
I mean, I'm pretty sure urban erection is a category on Pornhub.
Oh, urban erection?
Well,
you would know.
I would know, but I don't.
No.
I don't really. That wouldn't be my cup of tea.
Look it up. It's probably there. Like you said earlier about.
I mean, I've looked into a lot of. You know, I think black girls are pretty cute. You know, pretty fucking hot as fuck.
Yeah, except you got dumped by one.
Oh, not really. It wasn't like an official thing, you know. It was just dating, but you know.
Yeah. But you can still take it as a dump.
I will take a dump.
All over it. That's weirder than Trump.
She was a cool chick, but things aren't gonna work out. That's she's not in a good spot for this sort of thing. So
not the only blackfish in the sea.
I know. I know. But no, it's not like a fetish thing I have. People get at me about that. Like I've dated a couple of black girls, and that's not a common thing you see up in Bay City, Michigan. So, like, do you have a thing for that?
Common? In Bay City, Michigan.
There's not too many. It's a heavily Caucasian population.
It's a Pollock town.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got a restaurant named Krzyak's,
I mean, I was one of like 2-3 Mexican kids in my entire grade, my entire life.
I know, and I mean,
then it was like token black. but I get shit on that sometimes. Like, oh, you're fetishizing her ethnicity. Like what? Beautiful, smooth skin, dark, intense eyes, nice full lips, good, great round hips and ass. You put those features
fetishizing her ethnicity.
Yeah, put those features on a white boy. See if I don't fuck him in half.
Well, that's just.
I've been locked up, dog.
Dude, that's a new one. Did you make that up?
Did
that person make that up?
No, I've heard fuck him in half somewhere else. I'm not sure. I don't know where.
Fetishizing
fetishizing the ethnicity. No, that's something that's been thrown at me quite a bit. And
Really?
It's like, well, what do you tell every fucking white girl that hits on me? I don't even. Not that I look very dark or Mexican Indian, which I am, but.
Let me run those little bitch tips.
Oh, god damn it.
We're about almost out of those bitches, huh? We still got some more left. He bought a 24-pack. He's like, man, this is a great fucking deal on a 24-pack.
I get that shit all the fucking time, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't care. I give zero fucks about that. The only racist judgment thing, I'm not too attracted to Mexican women because a lot of them remind me of my tias. Like, and my cousins, and I'm like, oh, man. Plus, dude, I got this T-shirt. I'll link a picture, but I got this T-shirt at my last family reunion. It's a big tree. It's got my last name Delgado right in the middle, and it's got all the names we're related to through blood or marriage.
Oh yeah,
and
you're fucked.
Like
you're fucked.
Oh fuck. Salinas Medina Garcia. I think I slept with my cousin. Oh fuck, dude. Because I mean, it's happened. I've dated a few. You know, just.
What's funny is people are probably just like, oh shit, this guy's Mexican.
Well, you don't look or act like I get that shit from Mexicans mostly. It's not white people. It's most of the racism I deal with is from my own. They're like, you don't look Mexican enough. It's like, why? Because I don't have a cursive tattoo on my neck and a. Never mind. We're gonna, for the interest of doing another podcast, we'll stop right there.
Cursive tattoo on my neck.
And a felony.
Fuck.
I didn't lower my truck. What, dude? Fuck you.
Yeah, man. Oh man.
Oh. Shoot. I mean, I heart white girls a lot.
Yeah.
Mostly, actually. I mean, well, that's
you just heart all women.
Yeah.
I mean,
everyone's got their preferences. I mean, mostly based on.
Dude, okay, so the first time that we hung out, I think I went to your house.
Yeah.
On State.
Oh fuck! Oh, dude, I know what you're. I don't even.
And you left.
Yeah, well,
not even an hour into me being there.
I didn't know.
Like, yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I mean, you came with your boy to buy some weed. That was it. Because homeboy was buying weed off of me or somebody at my house.
Was Linton there?
Yeah, he brought you, but I think he left, and then you were just there. And I don't know. I mean, there was this really big asshole part of my youth where just pussy was priority, and I think we can all relate to it to one extent.
Well, it was definitely priority.
Yeah.
You fucking left. You're just like, all right, I'm out. I gotta go. Like, I'll be back real quick.
Yeah, well, I was 19.
And then you came back.
19 years old,
and this was your face. And I'm like, what the hell did you
19
do?
years old. Just you get that phone call.
Yeah.
You need to come fuck me right now. I'm like, I was gone.
And then you got back, and that's when I think that is when I talked to you about. I was like, you got to play guitar.
Oh yeah, we had our first jam session after I was supposed to be your bass player.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was kind of a little bit better at guitar than the dude that brought me in as the bass player. So it was your idea to switch around, but that was a fucking fun time.
Yeah,
it was a real fun time.
Yeah, that fucking apartment, dude.
What, on Van Buren?
No, your fucking apartment. I was thinking about when I was there. Or was it apartment?
Right? Yeah, it was an apartment. We didn't have that whole house. Yeah, it was just me and my brother.
Oh, your brother was living there at the time?
Yeah.
Fuck. Did I meet him that night? Because I don't know.
Probably not. He was in and out a lot. He had an import export business.
Because Alyssa knew your brother before I even knew him because they worked together at Firehouse.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Firehouse, but there's no more Firehouse, right?
No, it's Mr.
Mr.
I don't know. It just says Mr. It's a fucking car wash, and the name was called
I've
Mr.
heard some shit reviews on it.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I've been through there. It was all right, I guess. Well, whenever I see that Mr., I just think of like Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Mr.
Well, now get plus. You're getting us through little trouble. Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Meatwad, man. What's up, man?
Oh fuck.
Do the rest of this podcast off this? So what's up with them abandoned buildings, man?
Security.
Hey, man, you ever run into security?
I can't do it for too long.
Fucking. You have you been kicked out of any spot?
No. We haven't ran in. We ran into one person at a parchment paper mill in Kalamazoo. That episode just
is that
came
the one
out.
where you're talking about where the dude just wouldn't fucking leave you alone, like he just was weirding you out?
No.
Oh
No. That was around the same area, different place. That was just a guy walking around the building as we were walking around taking film during the day, and then he ended up telling us a little bit about the building, and then that was fine. But we ran into one guy at Parchment Paper Mill. We were outside in between all the buildings because a bunch of buildings there, and there's so much area. They had like an actual drive-through, for trucks and everything, and
The loading dock and all that.
we were standing out there and we were about ready to get a cool drone shot, and then he just like comes walking across, and I just look at him, he looks at me, I just kind of was like, yeah, hey, and he does the same thing, and he was just out there exploring, like we were, so that was cool. And then we took a trip to Chicago, and we were at a place, and we were there bright and fucking early. We were there too early because our dumbasses forgot about time change. So we're like literally just chilling in a CVS parking lot. Like it's like way too early. It's dark, and it gets light. So we hop over this like cement barrier, and we get in, and we're getting our camera set up, and then I just hear all this rustling going on. I'm like, what the fuck? And I hear these, somebody drop down. And they come out, and it was two like young like high school kids coming to check out the same place.
Oh, okay.
And that was all right because they seemed like they were really into like just checking out places. They weren't.
Yeah, they're there.
I mean, if you're there at like 6:30 in the fucking morning,
yeah,
you're not there to fucking party or fucking.
Well, I mean,
maybe if you're drunk from the night before.
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
But they definitely weren't drunk. They definitely like got up and came there like to do it.
Dude, I went into Presta like that a few times, and my first experience in that building was pretty cool. So I like anybody who wants to go, I'm down to take you. So my buddy Jason, he was from Pinconning. That's fucking big. He's a redneck, man. I fucking love that guy. But I took him into that Prestolite building, and we're just exploring around. He's like, "Man, this is cool shit," I was like, "What if we find somebody in here?" I don't know what to do. We're in the fucking like, there's the industrial part where all the machines might have been or processing and whatever, but then there's like the offices that are all in the front of the building. Mm-hmm. We get to the second level, and in the second level, there's this office in the corner that's like this green velvet carpet, like a fucking pool table, and like the wood paneling on the walls and shit like that. You can tell it was like the boss's office,
Right.
And Jason walks in there and he's like, "Oh, well, this is the spot." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he just walks over in the corner, pulls down his pants, and shits on the carpet. Just takes a big steamy shit.
Yeah.
Like
Talking about this. Yeah, I think we talked about this earlier. Right? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I think I don't know if it got cut out.
Yeah. No. Continue. Continue.
Motherfucker, like, he didn't squat down or like take it off any. Like, he wasn't gonna take his boots off in there because don't. Right. And he fucking like leans back like a crab walk, like just naked ass pointed at the floor. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, "Watch." and just this turd emerged out of his backside, and I just turned the fucker like, oh,
Dude.
what the fuck? I turned around, hey, Jason, if you're watching this, fuck you, man. That image is burned in my fucking... I didn't sit there and watch him do it. And, like, I don't know what he wiped it with. I don't think he wiped it all. Like, he just fucking...
He just took the walk and wipe it off.
No, he just fucking crab positioned and birthed the turd right there. Fucking...
Gave birth.
Like, and then we explored the rest of the building. Oh, God. No, I mean...
Yeah, you got to explore the rest of the building with this crap ass walking around, man.
Well, I mean...
Hashtag crap ass.
You get to the second level. That's it's a lot like the first level. It's all destroyed, and people have vandalized it and graffitied it, and people's names that I actually know are like on the wall.
Is there like some cool old anything old or anything cool left behind there? Is it one of those places where it's like just the structure's cool?
There's a certain part in that building where it's like you're inside of a giant old school camera. Like the accordion camera lens that just extends out. And it's a room just like that, but it's the size of your fucking house. Well, not your house. Your house is a lot bigger than it, but it's like the size of a fucking mobile home, like a trailer.
Okay.
And I guess I said that because this room is roughly... But it waddles down into this little compartment that I don't have the balls to venture into because I don't know what the fucking place is made of. It's like this weird rubber material all over the place, There's a lot of places in that building that I have not explored yet because it's just a really fucking big complex. I mean, it's one big building, but it's pretty cool. My favorite part's the tower. Like, you get 2 industrial fucking floors up, which are like 15 or 18 foot ceilings each, and then you got this big roof and a tower right dead center in the middle. Then there's like a thin steel ladder that goes up. And then there's a couple of tanks. You have to climb on top of them. There's a little tiny catwalk, and you pop out of the top.
Is there, like, graffiti going on the way up?
Every spot of that fucking place is covered with somebody's name. And, like, I think there's a goal to put your name in the most obscure fucking spot, like, impossible to reach, area. But once you get to the top of that tower, it's absolutely fucking gorgeous. It's about the highest point in the city. And you can see over top, especially at night, because Bay City's on a grid pattern. You can see, like, the checker, the street lights and shit. It's pretty awesome. I've taken a few dates up there.
Okay.
I mean, it's
they're all right. All of them made it. Like, okay.
Well, I mean, one was a little too it was a tight squeeze to get her through that.
So there's like a squeeze that you gotta get through?
Yeah, I mean, it's a straight steel tower to get to the top.
So what's the squeeze? Is it like through a catwalk or is it through?
It's just a straight steel tower going straight up the fucking wall. I mean, you're just climbing straight up of it, leaning back.
Okay, so I was picturing something like kind of outside.
It's inside the building, and she definitely.
It's like a tube almost.
Like she had a really big ass, and that's kind of.
So did you have like a decision to make?
Of the girls I date. Well, of course I did, because I didn't think she was gonna make it. So I'm like, maybe we don't go any further. Like, let's go.
So what was the decision?
Well, I mean, like, of course you're gonna. Well, I mean, I have this decision to make where, okay, I'm not going on this ladder at the same fucking time as you. First of all, I mean, she is a cool chick. I mean, she just, bigger.
That is a good. But by the way, that is a kind of a good rule. You're sketching about a ladder. Don't go both up at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, but fuck no to that. But here's the conundrum: do I go first? Ladies first, right? So I'm like, maybe you go on up there, and here's what's up there, and you're like, but. Like, what if she falls? Like, am I supposed to try to catch her? Or, like, if I go first and she starts after me, like, if I fall, there's going to be a good amount of cushions. I mean,
go first.
Well, go first. Well, then I have to carry her out. And that ain't gonna happen. So,
oh man.
Well, I mean, it could. She wasn't that big. She wasn't that big. I'm giving her a lot of shit right now. But,
no, you go first.
Like, there was a very tight squeeze to get through that, and I honestly was concerned about that. She was a really cool chick, and she was like so down and determined to go, and she was a lot more fun than some of she was just fun, dude.
Right.
I mean, I don't give a fuck what she really looked like, but it was kind of an issue.
Yeah,
that's that's how it is when you meet somebody that you actually care for.
Yeah, and it's
but you got to ask these questions.
Well, it does come down to that. I mean, you're going to places, you're going through tunnels. Like if you're going anywhere, like through any sort of confined space, obviously.
Oh yeah,
that's
like if you're
issue.
claustrophobic, this isn't the hobby for you.
Yeah. If your fucking lead vocalist is a douchebag, your whole band's a douchebag.
Right. No, that was the first thing. Like I would never have auditioned for that band if that dude was still in it. When I found out he was gone, I gave him a call.
So who did vocals when you were in that band then?
A dude named Jason. He was
another Jason.
He was a rather troubled individual, but he was cool.
Yeah, most are.
You know, he had a temper.
Yeah. But most are.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times that's what makes them good. You look back through history. If you watch a lot of VH1.
Dude, the one thing that fucking the biggest tool move that I fucking can't stand about metal bands is the fucking guy in the pit throwing fists, elbows, and high kicks.
Yeah, dude. I don't
give a fuck.
I don't like it.
I'll play to an empty room before I play to a bunch of you fucking douchebags. Like, I don't have a problem with you picking your spot and doing your thing. Okay? And I'm glad you're into the music, but you almost punched that woman in the fucking face just now.
Dude,
and you think it's funny.
Down to,
get the fuck out of here.
It comes down to one of those things that people aren't aware of their surroundings. Okay? So you're in a fucking crowd, and everybody wants to do that, however they call that, fucking dancing or whatever.
Slam dancing or whatever.
Whatever it is. And everybody's kind of doing it. That's your opportunity. Or if you start it, you try to do it through one song and not everybody's joining in on it. Everybody wants to like regular mosh, I guess you could say.
Push pits.
Push pits or whatever. Then you just kind of join into that. You kind of just got to mold.
Yeah.
If you can't be the only couple fuckers out there doing that, that's when people get punched in the face. People are still going to get punched in the face regardless, but they're doing it too, so they're going to accept it.
Yeah.
And if you don't accept it, why the fuck are you doing it?
Fuck it all the way around. I will fucking...
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
I'll call you out from the stage. I'll do it. I fucking can't stand them.
But if you're playing on stage and everybody's doing it,
I'm still not cool with it.
I don't know, man. I don't think you can call them out for that. You can call them out when there's a couple.
All of them. No, here's how I would handle that.
After today, like I said on my stat, fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, here's how I would handle that. Like if I were at the mic, I mean, even as the bass player, the dude over here, I mean, seriously, hey, why don't, I'm glad you guys are getting into the music. Appreciate you showing your local support. Fuck yeah. But why don't you mosh like you got a set of fucking nuts? Because you look like a bunch of you look like a drunk Michael J. Fox. Like you look like a fucking clown, dude. You and you and you and you and you and you over there. You and you and you and you that side. Let's see who's got the fucking balls around here.
Yeah.
Like, who's got the big diaper? Stewie.
Who's got their fucking Pampers on?
No, this is how we fucking do it. No, don't do that fucking. I'll do everything I can to, like, positively neutralize that.
That's the way to neutralize it, though. I mean, but that's the way,
I've seen too many people, like, on the side that
do it, though.
I don't see. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I've seen too many people on the side, kids, get fucking damn near punched, like full on blasted by a grown ass man.
Right.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that to the fullest extent. Double fuck that. Triple penetrate.
Yeah, for sure. Fuck
no,
that.
I'm not cool with it, dude. Fuck, take that shit somewhere else, you dumbass.
That's what I mean by your surroundings, though. Again, take in your surroundings. Where are you at? Is this an all ages show and you got kids around and stuff? Yeah, don't be flailing your arms and shit around, especially if you've been drinking.
Throwing bows and fists.
Now your
and
center of
kicks.
gravity is off, like mine is
fucking
right now.
Pussy. Sorry, dude. I know I get what you're saying. Yeah, but I just not my thing. Not cool.
No, you're having this is why it's great. You got both voices, which is great.
Right.
That's what it is. But this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Bam, locks in.
Yeah, I guarantee some prick's gonna see this or hear it.
Yeah, they're gonna be pissed.
Oh, he called me a pussy and he can't handle much. We're like, you know what?
What can we say when we're drinking these little baby ass bitches Coronitas?
Shit. Self-burn. Goddamn.
another car in the
It was an accident, motherfucker. I just seen 24-pack. I did for $18. I didn't see the size of the bottle. Just, God damn it.
Hand me another one of those little bitch ass fuckers. This is your survival fucking shit here. Yeah, his survival keychain.
Yeah, it's got a seatbelt cutter and a window breaker and a screwdriver and a
Oh shit.
wrench.
There you go.
All in one.
Yeah, well, see, they did it on the bottle, but not on the cap. Corona Extra.
Save that money, dude. We're not printing
Save
a new
that
cap.
money. I'm printing- you realize how many caps we got, man. I'm sorry. Shit, that was a disgrace. That was more Italian than anything. I really like doing Italian.
I don't know.
Well, what's your best accent?
An Irish one, sir? No, I've been,
Irish.
If I want to,
Irish, an Irish.
well, first and foremost, I've got to. It's not.
You got the stutter fucking down.
Well, Celtic music being my favorite world music, if you will. And I struggle to differentiate because I've planned on going to Ireland. I found out in 23andMe, a surprising amount of my genes are actually Irish. Because,
Fun fact about 23andMe, I got one.
Oh, yeah?
I sent it in. They fucking sent me a thing back, said I needed to send in more fucking sample.
You didn't get enough
I think
juice.
they spilt it. I think that's what happened. Well, anyways, I waited a while, and then I thought about it. It was like April, and I was like, well, they probably don't want my spit now with Corona. I wonder if they're still accepting that shit.
That's a good question,
Isn't
dude.
it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? I'm wondering.
Well, that's
Are they
a good
still
one.
accepting?
Fucking.
Anyways.
Well, I thought it was fucking great, dude. It was one of the best presents I ever got.
Yeah.
Somebody got me that for a gift, but I have on paper one and only one Irish ancestor. It was a girl that came here, came to Canada from Ireland in 1851.
Holy shit!
Which is during the potato famine, and she was 19 years old when she came here. Yeah, I've got it all written down. Like
Potato famine?
Yeah.
I don't know about it.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
This
is one of the. Well, I'm a history nerd.
What's the potato famine?
Well, the main source of food for Irish lower class peasants were fucking potatoes, and the crap failed to yield any viable, fucking shit. It just wasn't
the great potato famine.
Yeah, well, the potatoes were their only source of food, and they didn't grow. They got cleared out by some kind of fucking agricultural.
So that's all
virus.
they grew was potatoes?
They survived on potatoes, root vegetables.
Wow.
That's what those people
Carrots?
ate. That's what. Well, most of the decent food was actually exported out of the country at the time.
Quick name 4 root vegetables:
carrots, onions, beets, potatoes.
Damn good.
What the fuck was that for?
I don't know. You said I don't know, root vegetable. I was like, damn, what's for them?
I don't actually know if any of those are true.
They fucking made sense, though. I said carrots.
Carrots I know, and potatoes I know. But anyway,
onions do they grow on the ground?
I have no fucking clue. I just said it,
dude. I know. Like I said earlier, like just. We don't fucking know what we're talking about.
So this motherfucker, this bitch comes over here at the age of 19, ends up with some dude, and fucking her son moved to Bay City, and that's my only Irish ancestor on paper.
Uh-huh.
That's documented, all spiel. So I wanted to retrace her steps to go to Ireland because I love Celtic music. That's really fucking cool, history. I'm into my genealogy and that sort of thing, and I fucking like to drink.
I'll fit right in.
So I looked into Irish culture and shit like that. Like, I don't want to go over there and say something fucking stupid. We have a drink called an Irish car bomb.
Right.
You go to Ireland and order that, they're gonna kick your fucking ass. That's like, dude, no, seriously, that's like going to Manhattan and ordering a tower collapse.
Oh shit!
Jesus, because it's like it's a horrible part of their recent history, and there's been like a civil struggle there for forever.
Right.
But like there's different Irish accents. Like you get the inner city accent, like that's sort of thing. Like if you're in an inner city like Dublin, it's more of a laid back sort of thing.
Sort of.
But you typically like Liam Neeson might speak like that. But if you get into the country, that's like we have the southern accent here.
Yeah.
Like, well, they're going to talk a lot more, closer to the old.
The Conor McGregor.
Well, I mean, it's a mix. Different parts of our country have a lot of different accents. Same thing with theirs.
Yeah.
And it's just the way it is that you learn the cultural do's and don'ts and shit like that. And unfortunately, that vacation continues to get shit on every year for financial reasons. I had it lined up, and I still
never made it.
Interesting enough, the closest I ever came to going on that vacation got shit on because I got in a bar fight and I had legal.
Typical fucking Irishman, eh?
Oh, God.
So how much percent was it?
What? My Irish ethnicity? Fuck, yeah. I can look it up, but I mean, I think it's. I think the cornerstone of my DNA is actually Native American.
Really?
35%.
Cornerstone? 35?
That's the majority of my DNA is Native American.
Does that mean you get money?
I could very easily, but I
get on that per cap, dude. Just go out there, work at the fucking casino.
I don't want to.
I mean, shit.
You
could get a fucking house. Dude, I just have it made, man.
I think I'd rather pull my own weight. Yeah,
live on a reservation.
I mean, if things come down to it, I might look into it. Actually, I did look into it, to be honest with you. Yaqui Indian.
Why wouldn't you?
According to my family, I'm Yaqui Indian, which is northern Mexico, southern Arizona.
Oh.
And
Yaqui.
According to my DNA structure here, I'm from West Coast, Southwest Mexico. Which makes sense if you look into some of the migratory patterns there.
Okay.
So I ended up...
you did or no?
Briefly. But I went and applied to be part of the Yaqui Nation. And apparently the website literally says this,
The Yaqui Nation.
At this time we're not accepting. At this time, we're not accepting.
We're not accepting.
Someone said, "Look at." Once I looked into it, it literally said these Indians are not accepting new Indians right now.
What? How the fuck is that?
I mean, that's the runaround. I
discriminatory.
I didn't look into it that deep, but that's pretty much what I said. But my Irish, 24.9%.
What? Oh, that's so your mom's side is real Irish or what?
No, they're German. I've told German and English my entire fucking life. I have zero Germanic DNA, or Scandinavian.
Zero?
Yeah. Well, French and German, 10.8%.
Well, see, that's why I wanted to really find out because my dad always said that we're I'm so white because that's the German in you. I'm like, what?
I'm also 2% black.
2% black, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
West African.
That explains that fetish.
Nigerian. It's not a fetish. Was Nigerian and Congolese.
Congolese. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude. That explains that fucking bushwhacking you want to do out there. I feel one.
Fucking Congo. I just think whenever Congo, I think of that movie Congo. That's why I did the beating in the chest thing. It's not a racist thing, you fucking pieces of shit.
Ooh, shit. Yeah. I didn't even take it like that.
Yeah, they will, dude. They'll find a way to make you out to be the biggest asshole. That's
Congo's got really deep jungle and shit.
That's what I think.
Out into the Congo.
I would assume because of that movie.
Yeah, out into the Congo. That's what it is. It's jungle. And then but jungles though. That's what I heard recently, and it is loud at night,
dude. Fuck the jungle. That's one place I'd be. I would rather.
You could not sleep in the jungle.
Would you rather explore Antarctica or the fucking jungle? And I mean rainforest, Congo. Fucking jungle.
It's really hard because I hate being cold, but I really hate bugs.
Okay, dude.
So that's a really tough predicament. I mean, probably. I don't know. It depends. How much money do I got? Do I have everything I need for everything I could want for each adventure?
I'm not gonna say you're gonna die, but you might.
Well, no. I mean, can I have anything I want for the adventure? What I'd like to use.
You're not gonna plow a section of the rainforest.
No, not plow. No, not like that. But
your typical mosquito net. Basic gear. What
can I have LiDAR?
The fuck is that?
Okay, so this is all right, I'm not going to explain this very correctly here, but it's basically something that's like a radar that they can like shoot through the forest. It's like and it will give you like formations of, it'll like lay out the land, right?
Oh yeah.
So you can like, this is how they're finding like all these like this Mayan
Hidden cities and shit.
Yeah, out there. So can I have like stuff like that? Is what I'm saying. Like just like cool shit like that.
No, you're going with a guide. You're gonna camp.
I just got what I can afford with my own current janitor's pay.
Or, master of the custodial arts. But
there you go.
That's from. You never seen Half Baked?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick.
You want to see some penguins? Or do you want to take?
I'm picking jungle, dude.
Really?
I think I am. Dude.
Yeah, that seems like a lot more exciting.
It does, but Antarctica could be. I mean, is the South Pole or is the North Pole more? That sounded like Bill Clinton.
Antarctica.
Is the South Pole or the North Pole more explored? Which one?
Well, the Arctic would be north. Antarctica would be the south.
I know. I'm asking which one is more unexplored.
Well, Antarctica is one big solid piece.
Right.
So I don't know which one's more explored.
But the South Pole is in Antarctica, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So which one has been more explored?
I don't know.
If the South Pole hasn't been more explored, and I could go to the South Pole, that might be better. I don't know, dude.
Huh.
What do you think about all the fucking snakes they've been just letting out in the Everglades and shit in Florida?
Oh yeah, we just gotta hack those fucking things to pieces.
What do you think about that?
As somebody who loves animals, like people's pets getting out in the Everglades and fucking.
No, it's not just it's not getting out. People are just letting them. Like, oh, I don't need this anymore.
Oh yeah, no.
We'll just let them go out in the woods.
Yeah,
they're like destroying the ecosystem.
I'm not a fan of humanitarian measures to handle invasive species.
Right.
Like, I'm the type of dude who'd be like, okay, if there's a beetle destroying the entire forest, let's quarantine that part of the forest and burn it down.
Dude, bullshit.
I mean, you gotta look at the bigger picture.
Dude, yeah, okay, yeah, look at the bigger picture. Let's take a fucking little baby skunk and bring it all the way up to the fucking some random wilderness and just let him go and die.
He didn't die.
He didn't die?
He didn't die.
Yeah.
You can't prove that.
Yeah.
I can prove your frog died. You can't prove.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If he didn't die, that's probably worse, because what you were just talking about is these species going into these places that they're not supposed to be.
I mean, if there's a quick and easy way we can figure out how to do it that's effective,
quick and easy,
go for it. Like the whole Asian carp thing.
Like
that scares me about the Great Lakes and shit. But
huh?
Shut up. Just jumping random vast topics now.
Yeah, dude. So to get this back on buildings, what's another building that you've been in, or have you?
The Wolverine Mining Company ruins.
Mine ruins, or is it a building?
No, it was a refinery.
Okay.
There are several mines up in the UP that you can tour.
Right. I've seen some that were posted that
the other ones are like either inaccessible or deliberately sealed off, and that's not an environment that I would go exploring without professional fucking help.
Right.
Like, I'm just a guy with a fucking flashlight.
Right.
So but
not even a headlamp.
It's in a little town in the UP. Called Gay, Michigan.
Why'd you laugh?
Because it's fucking hilarious. It's named after a dude whose last name was Gay.
Okay.
No, that was his last name, Gay.
Yeah.
And fucking like there's probably a population of 100 to probably not even that. But they got one bar in town. It's called the Gay Bar.
Okay.
That's pretty fucking
figures.
And it's just right up the street from the fucking mining company.
I remember you
posted about that.
Yeah.
They were.
Y'all just gotta go follow his page.
I mean, fuck it. I thought it was kind of funny. I walked in there and they're like, sausage on special today. They've totally embraced the name of that shit, and it's fucking funny.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, I got a shirt that says I got my stool pushed in at the gay bar.
Yeah, dude.
But the
was
refinery
funny.
the refinery ruins are right next door. There's a huge fucking smokestack. You can't miss it. So I seen that shit and I was like, I gotta check that out.
Is it like right next door to it, or like
Probably about 100 yards down the road.
so? That's close.
Yeah.
You can park at the gay bar, and then you can walk there.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a little bit of a stroll.
Yeah,
That's right.
not that long.
Um.
Not as I've taken longer strolls to get to places.
Well, usually when I'm in the UP, though, I don't do too many buildings. I like to climb all over the fucking waterfalls.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if I'm going to the UP, I'm going for the nature, but there's like that there's a few abandoned like air bases and stuff up there too.
There is actually a really interesting spot in Oscoda I would love to check out, but it's gonna have to be like covert as fuck, like stealthful as shit.
What is it?
It's federal property, and I'm not gonna say it right now.
Okay. After the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
let you
we'll
know,
say
but
that.
I got a fucking plan.
Ooh, people are pissed right now.
Yeah.
Like,
God, fuck them.
all one people.
Well, I'm pretty sure anybody who briefly looks into it will know what will just quickly discover what I'm talking about. But it's a piece of federal property that's been closed off that I'm really interested in.
I'm waiting for the Grand Rapids press station to just go and just finally just be abandoned because they're stopped. I mean, I don't think they're producing anything there anymore. So that would be a cool place to go check out, dude. Imagine a newspaper place that's been open for so long finally closing. Okay, maybe they modernized the whole inside of it. I don't know, but there's got to be a closet. There's got to be somewhere in there they got some old ass shit. Old newspaper. They're probably saving like some of the best newspapers through the past. You get those ones that like you save, like you save and stuff. Like I saved ones like I got one where Michael Jordan retired.
I didn't save any. Like I found a couple on some of the videos I've done, but I don't pocket them. I fucking
you should check this out. This is one of the. So I don't normally take anything from abandoned places.
I do.
I mean, I don't. From my experience so far, I haven't found anything like worth taking. I guess
I'll take like books.
Yeah, So this is similar to a book. This was just really cool, but it was.
What is this? Are you shitting me?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking Ozzy.
A VHS tape of Ozzy Osbourne, the Ultimate Ozzy, and I don't have a VHS player at the moment,
dude.
I know I have one in the family somewhere,
dude.
But
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
I think it's a live concert. When you look at the back,
if I would have known about this, I would have brought it. But TVs still have cable inputs on them, right?
Yeah. I think mine does. I got a big 60-inch
CBS
Vizio,
Fox
but it's an
video.
old. Yeah, dude, isn't that cool? I mean, the case is a little tore up, but I mean, show it to your camera right there. Show it to the camera up there. Yeah, dude, that's pretty cool.
Circa 1986, CBS Incorporated.
Dude, I mean, that was cool.
Dude, that's gonna be fucking badass. Shot in the dark park.
And did you look at the tape? Look at it. Pull out the tape.
Dude, it's in good condition.
No, look at it. It's ready to go. It's completely rewound.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, be kind, rewind, motherfuckers.
Remember the little car looking VHS rewinder, like, so you didn't have to rewind it in the VCR. You could just pop in the next tape and you put it in a separate thing. Oh
yeah, I remember. We didn't have one. We didn't have one, but my uncle did because he had the whole setup where we would go. My uncle was a big movie buff. When I'd go stay the night there with my cousins and stuff. We'd always watch movies, and he was the type too.
Backdoor Sluts 9.
Where he always, where he'd always have his spot on the couch. You couldn't sit there. That was his spot. It was the best spot, right? So. This fucker had the whole setup. He had the rewinder. He had like a separate VCR. He had like all the blank tapes. So we go rent all these movies, and then he'd record them illegally. You're not supposed to.
Well, yeah,
but he had the whole fucking setup. So this fucker had like a whole library. Like we'd rent movies, just record them all. Because I'm the type of person. Honestly, like I'll watch a movie, and it's really hard to get me to watch it again.
I will watch my favorite movies 100 times.
I mean, there's certain movies like, or if I'm just watching TV or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like Dumb and Dumber and like
Mrs. Doubtfire's always
yeah,
on.
that's good. You know, like I'll watch them, but like I'm not gonna like go out, rent it, or go out, you know, and just like plan time. Okay, I'm gonna watch this movie I've watched 5 times already again tonight. I'm just not that type of person. There's lots of people that are, and that's cool. But
so you don't buy movies ever, like DVDs or nothing like that?
When we got pregnant, the first time with Layla, we like went out and like bought a bunch of like Blu-ray Disneys and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when we were looking at them, I'm like, oh, dude, the Predator series. We gotta get this. And Alien. So we did buy a bunch, and we've watched them and stuff too. But I view it as more of a collection, really. Dude, I got my buddy Rich. I brought him up before in the podcast, and he's got.
What about Rich?
He's a fucking collector of all things metal.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think
I got a few of those friends.
In this fucker, he's gotten to the point where it is like it's just a collection.
Okay.
Like, it's gotta be. Rich, admit it. It's just a like, you know, this. He just wants the ultimate collection. It's fucking cool. Like,
what are you talking, like DVDs and shit like that, or
everything?
Oh,
CDs, posters. Dude, you should see all of the shirts he's got, dude. All of the shirts, and it's local bands too. It's not just mainstream bands. It's like lots of locals and stuff too.
Dude.
He supported the shit out of my band.
Son of a bitch! You just reminded me.
What?
My ex still has my fucking Metallica shirt from Comerica Park. I know she's got. I know it's over there.
Give it back. Give me it back. You have 7 days to return Metallica shirt.
Nobody takes my fucking Metallica t-shirt.
Nobody takes my shirt. 7 days. Turn into like a Liam Neeson thing with your slight accent, okay? From Taken. Like, do a Taken rendition.
Dude, I haven't seen that movie.
You haven't seen Taken?
No, I've seen previews for it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've seen his little phone call shit, right? You know what that's all about, right? The phone call shit.
Special skills.
Yeah, the special skills to get your Metallica shirt back.
I'm not gonna ruin.
Oh, yeah, that would have been perfect.
I mean, if I was more familiar with the material, I would definitely dive into it. But
I can't believe you haven't seen that because you brought him up earlier or something.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know he was in Star Wars and shit, but like,
I'm just going after
are you,
bad cop
are you
from
one of
Lego
those Star
movie.
Wars people, by the way?
No,
No,
I don't
me
get
either.
the buzz about Star Wars. I never did. Like, it was cool when it came, like
they're
Star
good.
Wars Episode 1 came out when I was a kid, you know, in 6th grade. I remember my fucking teachers, half of them were dressed as Jedis.
Yeah.
You know, but it's one of those proud to be a nerd things.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a secret nerd, and I've never really gotten to the super nerdy stuff.
Well, like, as far as like dressing up to go to release, yeah. But we bought. That was probably. I think that was one of our purchases through that. Like, we bought the whole all 6 of them.
I think like the Star
There's
Wars
more now,
the
but-
Star Wars of like the current generation is like Harry Potter,
Yeah.
like the obsession with it, you know.
And then
I
you
think
could
they
throw
called-
Lord of
they
the
called it
Rings in
that.
there a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
But Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's more geared towards children.
But isn't that canceled now?
I have no fucking clue.
Because of J.K. Rowling, isn't
I
it
have no
canceled
fucking
now?
clue. I don't know shit about all that stuff.
I don't know either. I mean, I just seen articles. I just figured everybody's canceled.
Dude, I just watched Shameless and wish I was fucking Fiona. Or, you know, actually V. No, it's not erased. But anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know.
That's what it is, man.
It is what it is.
Well, a guy like your uncle would have been really useful to know back in the day when, you know, we didn't have porn readily available. Not to get back into that.
So, switch gears a little bit here for the tail end of this, I guess, is, you know, I guess, obviously, we've, if you know Jordan, then you know we were in a band.
Oh, yeah.
Called Stereotype.
That's T-E-R-Y-O-T-Y-P-E.
Got that Y because somebody can't spell.
No, we spelled it like that on purpose.
No. It's because the logo was created like that. It's too badass. Truth comes out.
We can change it. It's not like
No, it looks cooler.
the flux capacitor.
Yeah, it looks way cooler. That's all about it is.
I thought it would separate us from anybody else.
That's all about it is. That's all it is. It is about.
Yeah, a few two Coronitas.
Coronita. Anyways, but that was back 2013 and 14, or no, 2013. Yeah, 2013, 14. But we were jamming for like a while before that.
2009.
Yeah, like it took us a long time to get out of the basement. But there's lots of moves and lots of, lots of fucking bullshit. We lived together for a while.
I used to live on Brewski's back porch.
Yeah, dude, the back porch.
No,
but then you moved to the basement.
I slept on the back porch, and the fucking basement was actually too cold and wet. But I put my living room down there. Like I put carpet.
Yeah, the living room.
No padding, it's concrete floor and carpet. I mean, it was just like
dude, we did the best we could though.
Yeah, I remember sweeping out all the cobwebs and it every fucking truss or floor joist rather.
Yeah,
there was one fresh one and then one that had been set on fire. You're like that house burnt down before, and they kept the structure.
Yep. They're like, this is good.
I think it's funny that you have a toilet in your basement.
Yeah,
because last time someone was taking a piss in your basement, you beat their ass.
Yeah, dude. Who the fuck was that?
I don't know. It was some fucking dude that came over with your boy Scotty. And he brought his girlfriend and some dude and some other dude and
I forgot
some other
about
girl.
that.
You all were playing poker. Like I didn't. Well, I
He
do blackjack
started taking
now,
a
but
piss, and I grabbed him by the back.
yeah, dude, he was drunk as shit, and he was trying to grab.
Who the fuck was
I had
that?
a half gallon of vodka, and the dude kept just reaching for. Let me get a drink. I was like, no, dude, I don't fucking know you, man. Like he just would try to help himself
Mexican?
to my bottle. No, I don't know. He was just a glazed over fucking white dude. That was
I just thought I remember.
And then he put his head up. Like I wouldn't. I remember him getting pissed because I wouldn't give him a drink in my fucking bottle. Like he just was trying to help himself, and I got pissed about that. Like if he'd have asked, whatever, bro, here you go.
Right.
But I just fucking walk up and gank my shit out of my hand, motherfucker. You're lucky I don't punch you, dude. Like get the fuck away from me. Like it's your house, so I'm not trying to fight. I don't know if you know this guy as your friend, or whatever.
No, I didn't
Y'all
know.
were playing cards. This dude went over in the corner, put his head up like he was fucking on 8 Mile, and put his headphones in and started rapping.
he was.
And then
I remember.
He would look up and be glaring at me.
Were you the one that told me somebody's pissing in your basement?
Dude,
Somebody told me.
No, I was sitting over there in the
know.
corner fiddling with the guitar or whatever the fuck I was doing. I don't know. And you guys were sitting in that one room that was in that fucking thing right outside of the jam room, and there was this like little concrete cinder block closet.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, Brewski, that dude is."
Yeah.
He looked over there and he was just like dick out pissing in the corner. And you just jumped up off the table, like grabbed him by the collar, "Step up your shit, get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah, dude.
The dude was still in like mid piss.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he was, dude. Fuck that shit. You don't piss in my you don't piss in my basement, bro.
I'm just like the toilet there, man. You know that's
Dude.
pretty convenient.
It is fucking great. I keep it there. I keep it there just for resale value at the house, bro. Just for resale value, man. I gotta have that 2-bathroom.
Yeah, in case you gotta throw somebody else out while they're taking it.
Hey, yeah, it comes in handy too.
I've never seen anyone shove somebody else
like mid piss like that, dude.
Dick in hand, still spraying.
Like, no, bro, get the fuck out. You don't do that. No common
The party
sense
ended
person.
abruptly.
No, I think we finished poker, dude. We ain't
No, because dude, one of the dudes you didn't know, and he was like, "All right, let me just get this, and that. We'll be out of here." And they left.
Yeah, we still finished poker though.
Dude was like apologizing his whole way to the door.
God, who the fuck was that?
I don't know. It was fucking hilarious. I fucking tell that story quite often.
Was Scott there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Scott was there.
Scotty was there because I remember he was
he was
dating some girl that was not very nice.
Jenny?
I don't know. I don't know if he's still dating a girl or if he's still your boy or whatever, so I'm not going to say
I'm just
names.
thinking back that long. Must have been probably Jenny or something that we had landed with, but I don't know, dude.
Yeah, not trying to get that personal.
Yeah, no shit. But, yeah, dude, that was fucking funny. That was funny as fuck. Anyways, holy shit, that what a fucking sidetrack. But what is your opinion on just the state of local
local music and metal. You know what?
And what like kind of like just the whole situation's done with Corona, but just the.
Well, I'm glad shows are coming back. You know, there are bands out there still playing shows and they're doing outdoor gigs and shit like that, and that's all cool. And you know, but like the local metal scene, we're not the most prominent like top crowd drawing thing up in northern Michigan. Okay, like anything north of Flint, It's
you guys are mid-Michigan. Shut the
mid-Michigan. Well, anything north of Flint, mid-Michigan, northern Michigan, whatever.
Yeah, I would say you got to get to at least like Standish before you start saying north or like.
I think the US 1075 corridor is where northern Michigan begins. Like
where is it?
Right at Bay City.
Really?
North of that. That's where the I-75 whittles down from 4 lanes to 2. Because
I don't know, Bay City, you'd say you're going up north, it'd be like West Branch or like.
You talk to anybody from Detroit or Flint, they think that's up north.
I guess.
So I'm just going
whatever. Fuck them.
No, I think it's.
Hand me a little bitch drink.
For the record, he's calling the drink a little bitch.
Little bitch
drink. Man, I just think. You know, there's still bands that make it out of here. There's still bands that really get still a lot of commercial value.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of trendy bitches. And, there's a lot of promoters that will take personal issue. My biggest thing right now is I got a promoter friend. Well, she tries to do promotion. She's been okay at it, but she's one of these super PC fucking. If you disagree with her, she's gonna fucking she's gonna screenshot your shit and then put it on her own page. Like, imagine being this disgusting. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I appreciate what you're trying to do and where you're coming from, but and then she's like, it's the type of person that's gonna turn around and blackball you on certain shows and talk to other bands and promoters and shit like that. And
where does this person normally book though? Is it like bars?
I don't think she actually currently books anything.
Oh, okay.
But
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't like the opinionated political shit, polarizing anything.
But I guess over in your,
especially in the fucking local scene, dude, we're all musicians. We're all here for a common goal: make music, make people happy, and put on a good show. And I don't think that needs. That
honestly,
sort of shit
when I'm in a band, I don't really post anything like that. That's why now. Now that I haven't really. Shit. I haven't really been actively jamming, then I'll post more of my opinion. But if I'm in a band, really, I don't really post a lot of that. Just to save.
Well, for the last couple of years, I've been joining other people's bands.
Right.
Which is cool. Right. I don't see any problem with that, and I'm happy to be the bass player and still put on a good show. I'm still coming there and setting things on fire and lighting up the stage, doing everything I could. Like, you're gonna pay for a bill that I'm on, I'm gonna make sure you get your money's worth. That's always been my attitude. But it's like people in the audience, like, who you voting for? Where I came from, it was none of your fucking business who I was voting for. I don't care of who you're going after either. Like, I come to these shows to get away from all that shit. Okay, right.
That's why I understand the sports argument too. When people say, "Oh, I don't want protesting the sport." I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but also just get over it.
Yeah, like, do your thing, but fucking don't be like coming at me because I disagree with you.
Right.
Like, I'm as pro-gun as it gets, but I'm also as pro-choice as it gets, and I fucking have a ton of friends on my list that are Trump all the fucking way, and I have a ton of people that find that thoroughly disgusting, and they hate each other, and I don't understand that.
Right.
Like, you got to have the balls to at least reasonably conversate, and I think that's being lost, and that sucks. That's what pisses me off, and having it drawn into the music scene, I have a real big problem with that.
Right.
That's my only grievance.
Yeah, just the overall polarization and everything of the whole.
Yeah.
Just idea over these, especially over these two parties that have consistently failed and haven't really done shit. At least
Yeah, I mean,
over the past time that I've been involved.
Yeah, in the musical sense, like, Stranglehold by Ted Nugent's one of my favorite songs. That doesn't mean I fucking agree or support the guy.
Right. But I guess to relate it back more to what I was trying to get at was as far as like when I asked where she's booking, is she booking at bars like over in that area? Like,
yeah,
is it pretty much primarily?
It was primarily
working with like promoters to get into bars, or is there like venues there? Because I heard about the Prime Event Center. There was a good show that was played there by some local bands. Is that something that's like that you have heard, or anything that's like going to be up and coming like over there? Because here in Holland we have the Park Theater, and I booked a show there. I had another one booked, but Corona, fuck that.
I've seen that. Sorry, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. It was going to be a good one. But like
this particular person primarily worked out of 2 venues, one in Detroit and one in Saginaw. And I don't know if she did anything beyond that.
Beyond that one show you're talking at
Prime? No, she's done a few shows. She's never done a show at the Prime, to my knowledge.
You haven't heard about the show at the Prime?
I've heard about plenty of shows at the Prime, but that is a venue that changes managers and owners
consistently.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah. It's changed hands so many times. They've had MMA fights there. They've had everything there.
Yeah, Art Durr, I think, owned it. He owns everything.
He owns everything.
But right now, I'm pretty sure a big name for the Prime Event Center is my friend Charlie, who is a really fucking cool dude and probably the best sound guy. If you're looking for a sound dude around the Tri-City area, look up Charlie Williams. Okay. Fucking phenomenal guy. Great job. He's done a lot of good for me and a lot of other local musicians. He really knows his shit. In fact, he sold me that bass amp. Oh, yeah. He worked at Guitar Center for about a small stretch, but he's so knowledgeable that there's no way that company was giving him what he's worth. He really knows his shit, and he'll Charlie Williams, again, that's his name. But yeah, he's seems to be pretty involved with the Prime Event Center right now. So if you have any questions about that, I would get a hold of him.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, is I seen a show happening there, and it's just like just getting some more venues around there. Because when we were jamming, there a lot of times it was primarily bars. To where when I moved on to this side of the state, I mean, I jammed in more like actual venues. You got a lot
more going on around here. I mean, as far as that goes.
Yeah, like there's just more than we ever did or I ever expected. But
yeah, it's hard to in Michigan, man. It's just fucking hard to beat. It depends on your area. Really.
Yeah. I mean, I know people that were in bands in like northern Michigan.
Yeah, some of the best musicians I've ever seen are from like fucking Sault Ste. Marie.
And it's like, where the hell do you go?
They have nowhere to go, really.
And then if you got like a guitarist or a drummer that's like, hey man, I gotta move on, I gotta focus on whatever, and they leave, like, you're fucked. Like, who the hell are you gonna find? Everybody's miles away.
All right, well, shit. Like the first band I was in after Stereotype that we called it quits, it was Alpena.
Oh yeah, Alpena.
Sinister Sorrow up in Alpena, which was fucking cool. But what really kicked me in the balls is driving 3 hours to make it to practice, and no one else was there.
Yeah, that's always a kick in the balls.
So I was only practicing once a month, and they were sending me like music over. So it turned out, man, I showed up at the shows, I did my thing, and we kicked ass. I liked being in that band; it was fun, but. It wasn't as fun being Stereotype.
That's also right. Yeah. But that's also like one of those things, like you said, like when it's different when you join a band versus making the band from scratch.
Right.
When you join a band, it's like, this shit's annoying, dude. I drove all the way here, and not everybody's showing up and everything. But other than that, it's like, as long as I know my shit, I can just show up to the show, jam the fuck out, peace out.
Right.
You guys are pretty much creating the music. I'm coming in learning the bass lines, and like I may have a critique here and there, but that as long as you're willing to like do something like that, like dude, that's like the easiest you could get it in a fucking band, dude. Like, holy shit.
Everybody needs a bass player. I just happen to be.
And everybody would be fine with that with a bass player.
Yeah.
Everybody's fine with that, Honestly, if it's the person, if it's the person that's not gonna show up to practice,
fuck
bass player.
We can do a show.
Player.
Yeah, we can like. There was one time,
or the vocalist.
Dude, my band,
honestly, or the vocalist.
My current band, my current band, A Line of Confidence.
Because the vocals are honestly,
A Line of Confidence. That's the name of the band. I didn't come up with that shit. I just joined it, but I was a big fan of theirs. Before I was ever in the band, and I really liked what they did as far as musical arrangements go, and learning the material was pretty fun. Right. I really like jamming with these guys, but there's a lot that you come in and join a band. I'm like, dudes, just tell me what to do, what you need to hear, what you want to hear, just tell me what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, and I'm just fine with that. Just let me get on stage with you guys and jam out, and then we write new songs, and they're like, do whatever you want. I fucking love playing those.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there is a part of me that I haven't directly asked them, but I've kind of like, you guys, if we ever got time to kill on stage, I could totally do like a bass solo,
Yeah.
Like,
I know that's what you like to do. That's what you want to do.
As far as a bass player, yeah. I'm not that great on guitar. I mean,
well, that's why we always thought that if we got other members in the band,
I would just slip over to bass.
It'd be cool. Well, no.
Oh, okay.
No, we always talked about, because remember when we went and seen that Metallica tribute band?
Yeah.
And then they all switched instruments. Like a couple of them did. Remember that?
No, I don't remember that part.
You don't remember?
No.
The guy
sure
that
was there for that?
Yeah, because you brought me. You told me to go.
Huh.
So you were definitely there. And the guy that was basically playing Hetfield, he went and got on drums. And then the drummer went and played guitar.
I don't remember this at a Metallica tribute show.
It was at the Prime.
Oh,
ironically enough.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. And they were called Battery.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That should ring a fucking bell.
I would get absolutely shithoused at those shows, man.
But Metallica Battery doesn't ring a fucking bell?
No, yeah, it does, definitely. I mean, I know I was there.
Yeah.
I remember a lot.
Yeah, well, they fucking...
I want a guitar at one of those shows. Yeah.
And I always said that would be fucking cool.
No, yeah.
Would be to do that in a show, is like switch up instruments.
No, I was talking to my current band, actually, about, like, I was trying to work with the dudes to, like, like, during the song, just throw them across the stage and crisscross them and catch them and turn around and do it. We'd both have to have wireless packs.
Yeah, that'd be really
one
hard.
of the dudes wasn't too keen on the idea. In fact, the rest of the band kind of seemed not, but my boy Brad was definitely down. We actually practiced it. We never, ever could get the rest of the band to do it. So,
Well, I'd be down, but because it ain't my shit, that's gonna be broke. But
well, that's why we practice.
Yeah. But yeah,
I mean, I could be wrong. But if you go we haven't really thoroughly discussed it. But when we do bring it up, it's like not met with too much enthusiasm. It's obvious that no one really.
Dude, I'm all about that. I'm all about as much as you show me shit as you can get. But if you bring it back,
we need to throw a show in an abandoned building.
There you go. I'll fucking film the shit out of it. Yeah. But if you bring it back to, like, if you were to switch instruments, you can't switch instruments and then you do a bass solo, because then you're like totally showing up the bassist in the band that's doing the solo.
Well, if their ego's that fucking fragile, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Yeah, but that's kind of fucking bitchish, isn't it? Like, I play guitar in this band, and we got our bassist, but, we're going to switch instruments this song, and I'm going to do a bass solo, because I'm way better than him.
No, I don't look at it like that at all.
No.
Like,
I can see if I were
like
the rhythm, devil's advocate a lot, and that's what I'm not saying I personally feel that way.
No, right.
I'm just saying I can see that.
I get where you come from.
Being like, wow, dude, you're just gonna show up your bassist like that.
Let me put it this way: if we were to find a badass bassist who could outplay me, that'd be fucking great, and I'd just switch over to rhythm. Because I'm not a lead guy, okay? And if that dude could fucking totally nail a solo that I couldn't do, I'd be glad to just switch up and give the crowds what they want. It's not about me. It's it's just not. I don't feel like I'd be
it's not about you. It's about you'll definitely probably see me and Eric in obscured state over on the mid-Michigan part of the Mid.
Yeah.
Here soon. I don't consider it northern. I mean, I lived there for a while too, so I consider it.
I know. I always hear the
Mid-Michigan, the Tri-City area, for sure. But All right, man. Well, it's good having you on, and everybody should go follow your page at least. You don't gotta even add him. Just follow him because he's always got some fucking crazy shit. So, I mean, that's the last thing. All right.
Coronita. How the fuck would you say that? I'm Mexican. I don't even know how to pronounce this.